Have you ever seen a bee buzzing around a flower? These tiny creatures with their delicate wings and fuzzy bodies are a marvel of nature. They flit from bloom to bloom, seemingly in a dance with the wind, their movements both purposeful and graceful. It's a sight that never fails to captivate. Bees are small insects, but they are very important to our world. Despite their size, they play a crucial role in the ecosystem. Without bees, many of the plants we rely on for food would struggle to reproduce. They are the unsung heroes of agriculture, ensuring that our gardens and fields remain bountiful. They fly from flower to flower, collecting sweet nectar. This nectar is not just a treat for the bees, it is the raw material for honey, a substance that has been cherished by humans for thousands of years. As they gather nectar, bees also pick up pollen on their bodies, which they transfer from one flower to another, aiding in pollination. But bees do so much more than just make honey. They are master architects, building intricate hives that serve as their homes and nurseries. Each hive is a bustling metropolis, with every bee having a specific role to play. From the queen to the workers and drones, each member of the hive contributes to its success. Inside their hives, a whole hidden world is buzzing with activity. The hive is a place of constant motion, with bees tending to the queen, caring for the young and producing honey. The structure of the hive itself is a marvel, with hexagonal cells that are both strong and efficient, maximizing space and resources. Let's put on our imaginary beekeeper suits and take a peek inside. Imagine the hum of thousands of bees working in unison, each one driven by instinct and duty. The beekeeper, with their protective gear, carefully inspects the hive, ensuring that everything is in order and that the bees are healthy and thriving. We're about to uncover the secrets of bee life inside the hive. From the moment a bee is born, it has a role to play. The youngest bees start as nurse bees, feeding and caring for the larvae. As they age, they take on different tasks, such as building the hive, foraging for food, and defending the colony. Get ready to be amazed by these tiny creatures and their incredible teamwork. Bees communicate with each other through a series of movements known as the Waggle dance. This dance conveys information about the location of food sources, allowing the hive to function as a cohesive unit. Their ability to work together so seamlessly is a testament to the wonders of nature and the intricate balance of our ecosystem.
The beehive is like a busy city. It is made of honeycomb. Honeycomb is made of wax. Bees make the wax themselves. The honeycomb has many small six-sided rooms called cells. These cells are the building blocks of the hive. Some cells are used to store honey. Honey is the bees' food. Other cells are used to raise baby bees. The hive is a warm and safe place for the bees to live and work together.
Every hive has one special bee called the queen bee. She is the largest bee in the hive. Her job is very important. She lays all the eggs. These eggs will hatch into new bees. The queen bee can lay thousands of eggs in her lifetime. The queen bee has a special scent. This scent tells all the other bees that she is in charge. It keeps the hive working together as one big family.
Most bees in the hive are worker bees. They are all female. These industrious insects are the backbone of the hive, tirelessly working to ensure the survival and prosperity of their colony. Worker bees have many jobs to do. From the moment they emerge as adults, they embark on a life of relentless activity, each task crucial to the hive's well-being. They collect nectar and pollen from flowers. This is one of their primary duties, and it involves flying from flower to flower, gathering these essential resources. Nectar is a sweet liquid. It serves as the main ingredient for honey, which is a vital food source for the bees, especially during the winter months when flowers are scarce. Pollen is a powder that helps plants make seeds. When bees collect pollen, they inadvertently assist in the pollination process, which is crucial for the reproduction of many plants. Worker bees bring the nectar and pollen back to the hive. They store these resources in the honeycomb, where they will be processed and used to sustain the colony. They use the nectar to make honey. This process involves evaporating the water content from the nectar and adding enzymes, transforming it into the thick, sweet substance we know as honey. The pollen is used to feed the baby bees. These larvae require a protein-rich diet to grow and develop into healthy adult bees. Worker bees also clean and protect the hive. They ensure that the hive remains a safe and hygienic environment, free from parasites and diseases. They really are busy as bees. Their constant activity and dedication to their roles are what keep the hive thriving and bustling with life.
Section 5. The drone's life of a royal husband. Drones are the male bees in the hive. They are larger than worker bees but smaller than the queen. Drones have only one job: to mate with the queen bee. They don't collect food or do any work around the hive. After a drone bee mates with the queen, it dies. Life as a drone is short but important for the future of the hive.
Section 6. Speaking in dances, the Waggle dance. Bees can't talk like we do, but they have their own special way of communicating. When a worker bee finds a good source of food, it comes back to the hive and does a waggle dance. The bee waggles its body and moves in a figure-8 pattern. This dance tells the other bees the direction and distance to the food source. It's like a bee's way of giving directions.
Section 7. A day in the life of a worker bee. The life of a worker bee is a fascinating journey filled with hard work, dedication, and a series of well-defined roles that ensure the survival and efficiency of the hive. A worker bee's life is short but busy. From the moment they emerge from their cells, they are thrust into a world of non-stop activity and responsibility. They only live for about 6 weeks. Despite this brief lifespan, they manage to accomplish an incredible amount of work, contributing significantly to the hive's success. In that time, they have many jobs to do. Each phase of their life is marked by a different set of tasks, all crucial to the hive's well-being. They start by cleaning the hive. This initial task is essential for maintaining a healthy environment for the queen and the developing brood. Then they become nurse bees, taking care of the baby bees. These young workers feed and nurture the larvae, ensuring the next generation of bees is strong and healthy. As they get older, they become forager bees. This transition marks a significant change in their responsibilities, as they now venture outside the hive. Forager bees fly out of the hive to collect nectar and pollen. These resources are vital for the hive's food supply and for the production of honey. They visit hundreds of flowers each day. This relentless foraging not only sustains the hive, but also plays a crucial role in pollinating plants, supporting the broader ecosystem. When they return to the hive, they share the food with the other bees. This sharing process involves a complex communication system, including the famous Waggle dance, which helps other bees find the best sources of nectar and pollen. The Waggle dance is a remarkable behavior where a bee moves in a figure-8 pattern, conveying information about the direction and distance to flowers. In addition to foraging, worker bees also produce wax and build the honeycomb structure. This intricate construction provides storage for honey and a nursery for the brood. Some worker bees take on the role of guards, protecting the hive from intruders. These vigilant defenders ensure the safety of the hive from threats like wasps and other predators. Worker bees also regulate the hive's temperature by fanning their wings to cool it down or clustering together to generate heat. This climate control is vital for the hive's stability. Communication within the hive is not just limited to dances. Bees use pheromones to relay messages, maintain social order, and coordinate their activities. The life of a worker bee is a testament to teamwork and cooperation. Each bee's efforts, no matter how small, contribute to the hive's overall success and survival. As the day ends, the worker bees return to the hive having completed another cycle of their tireless work. Their dedication and hard work ensure the hive thrives day after day.
Honey is a sweet, sticky treat that we all love. But did you know that it's made by bees? Bees collect nectar from flowers and store it in their honey sacs. When they return to the hive, they pass the nectar from bee to bee. This process helps to thicken the nectar and turn it into honey. The bees store the honey in the honeycomb, where it will be their food for the winter.
Bees play a vital role in our ecosystem. As they fly from flower to flower, they carry pollen on their furry bodies. This pollen fertilizes other plants, helping them to grow fruits, vegetables, and flowers. Without bees, our world would be a very different place. We need bees to pollinate our crops and keep our gardens full of beautiful flowers. They are truly nature's gardeners.
Bees are facing many threats today, like pesticides, habitat loss, and climate change. It's important that we all do our part to protect these important creatures. We can plant bee-friendly flowers in our gardens. We can also support local beekeepers and avoid using harmful pesticides. By working together, we can ensure that bees continue to buzz and thrive for generations to come.